Welcome to the smithy. Welcome to the clanging hammer. Don't see many new faces in Ayton these days. My forge is open. This is Rattifers, isn't it? I recognize the work. My father did it. They're pretty tarnished, and I don't really have the time to work them now. But I'll take them off your hands. Here you go. Forge is yours, whenever you need. Greetings!
Here to see old Nell, have you? It's the town you want, not Nell's company. They've shops there and folks for trade. I see you have a ring, tarnished green and old as Nell has grown. Bought it off old Ratty, did you? The poor drunk dear. I have the coin you seek, from a dowry never taken, for a bride never wed. Flutter away.
Can I help?
Looking for potions? I am an alchemist, not a dealer in petty baubles and refuse. Wait a moment. That kerchief. It's woven of Canarok gossamer. Perfect for a solvent cloth. I spoke too soon. Here is coin for the object. I shall buy it at once. Very well.
Welcome to the West Room. How is it?
Welcome to the West Road.
That one has to pay.
Mithros may look beautiful, but it's treacherous. This terrain is tough on wagons.
I can't talk right now, I'm on the job.
Be watchful. A gang of bandits.
Need something? Keep moving.
Welcome to hell.
West Road is over there.
Hello there.
Hi. Rumour has it there's a whole village of refugees somewhere up ahead.
Stay out of trouble.
Are you stuck here too? Behave.
Is it you? Can it be? Is it you? I am no fate weaver, but I have seen you in my dreams. You are the fateless one, are you not? As I said, I have seen you in dreams, visions. You search for me, call me by name. You and I will plot a shared path together. And your description matches that of the legendary hero of Mel Senshir. Everyone has heard the stories. No, I am correct. But you require discretion, and that I understand. I too have needed to keep a low profile. There are enemies everywhere. Even Olga, this self-appointed prophet of Telogris. He is only a man gathering power for his own sake. His minions lie and steal. Petty thieves, all of them. Even I've been victim of their crimes. An heirloom of mine. A cherished religious token passed down from my grandparents to my parents to me was stolen. Olga and his followers have yet to answer for it. As I knew it would. It is a simple request far below your typical tasks, but it is of dramatic importance. For this is how we meet, and we must meet before we can join and set out to change the world. I suspect that Olga's chief scoundrel, Tuvan, is responsible for my missing necklace. He was struck by its bright gemstone.
What are you doing here? What are you doing back already? I ordered every Oathblade to search for corpses along the ridge. We've been finding pieces as far as the plateau. Do you want to be stripped of your stipend and sent packing? If not, you'd better quit with the shirking and rejoin your troop. The settlers from last night, you know the ones, disappeared after dark, found strewn across the cliffs this morning. Not exactly what you want to wake up to, am I right? Oh, damn. By the light of Mitharu, you're right. I must be getting dense in my old age. My apologies. I've got a host of hired swords running around spooked. We've had a bit of trouble lately. First, the Mitharans lock us out, and now the camp's being targeted by random attacks. Looks like Niskaru frenzies, if you can believe that. And I thought we left all the trouble back east. My teachers always said they were a myth, ancestors of the All-Main. But they're no myth. They live right here in these mountains, tucked away like a cat in a drawer. They don't take too kindly to outsiders, though. Closed the gates to their city as soon as they saw us coming. It started as a single tent, and now it's a city unto itself. They call it revival because the people here are hoping for a new start. Most are settlers hoping to find a new life beyond the gates. Others are veterans of the war, broken souls looking for a bit of peace. They hired our Oathblades to keep them safe. Let's just say it was a much bigger job than we anticipated. Well, that's what we called them anyway. Whole packs of the things, agitated in a kind of bloodlust we've never seen before. It's all the chaos magic in the air. Some fool in the city thinks he's Telogris, and he's been working his followers into a froth. Telogris, the Chaos King, God of Unrest, Lord of Entropy? Please. What we need is less of the chaos spectacle and more hands hunting these Niskaru. That's how we make camp safe again. Who, that nutbat calling himself Telogris? Oh, sure. He soars past on his fancy lizard every few days, checks things out. He and his little cult spend most of their time behind the city walls plotting. Agarth? No. Can't say that I know that name. Of course, we get hundreds of settlers and travelers through here now that the path's been cleared. Fancy yourself an Niskaru hunter, do you? Well, I won't turn you down. I can even offer you a bit of gold for your trouble. If you survive. I was just readying a mission into the caves. The Freehold's a favorite den of the Niskaru. It's up the cliffs a ways. You can tag along if you like, but try not to get in my way. Move along, no need to stop. That's close. Preordained all the way up here. I don't understand, and I don't like it. Something strange about all this. Do you recognize those markings? Chaos worshippers. We should take a look around. I don't need a book to tell me what's going on. The Preordained are using chaos magic to summon Niskaru. We need to search the Freehold for any more of those cultists, and oust them. I'm sorry, where did that come from? Figured it out. You've got to kill all the Niskaru before closing the rift. That's how the Niskaru are getting through. Before. Now they're coming out of thin air. That's how the Niskaru are getting through. Niskaru were bad enough before. Now they're coming out of thin air. coming from the rifts. So many, Niskaro. They're coming from the rifts. So many, Niskaro. They're coming from the rifts. Niskaro will keep coming until we close the rift. Well done. Hopefully that'll keep that at bay. At least for a while. Looks like you have to slay all the Niskaru before trying to close those rifts. Move fast or risk getting overrun. I've got a bad feeling that the preordained have gotten into the freehold somehow, even with the guards. Come on! Take this. Take this.
Come to Toulouse.
Take this.
Leave Pelogris.
That was close.
Come to Telogris. Breaker.
The ships are loading now for Melsen Shear. Are you ready to board? Suit yourself.
The Tuatha lines have broken, and we still live. It looks like fate has a sense of humor. Please, forgive my melancholy. The champion of Melsen Shear should be cheered, not subjected to my sorrow. I am Adrian Tyr, and I owe you my thanks. Though many have been lost, your courage saved a great many more. I was dead, or I should have been at least, if it were not for a Varani mercenary who threw himself in the fray. He fought like a demon, and I was able to escape. The poor man was not so fortunate, though. I watched the Tuatha cut him off, and then he was gone. It shames me, but I once held such mercenaries in great disdain. But this man, whoever he was a warrior of honor. He was cut off and surrounded by the Tuatha. He is surely dead. However, his body must lie somewhere in Cursewood. It would give me peace to learn of his fate. The Varani warrior? The last I saw of him, he was cut off behind Tuatha lines in Cursewood. Farewell.
How can I help you?
Honor to you, champion. I watched from the battle's van while you faced Malwyn and his demon pet. You have earned great glory and the respect of all Alfar. If you have a moment, could I ask a favor of you? Since the battle, several of my men have asked for the chance to challenge the champion of Melsen Shear. You slew Malwyn and destroyed the great demon he commanded. They hold you in awe. 5 of our greatest fighters have asked, and if you accept, they will each face you here in the practice yard in single combat. Excellent. Your first challenger is Enion Gaius. He is a veteran of more than a dozen campaigns and my personal aid. This should prove interesting. Go with Lyria. That last fight with Enion was interesting. He fared better than I thought, though I was unsurprised when you bested him. Prepared for your next challenge? Your next challenger is Tarek Smith. The smith spends all day pounding steel. Do not let him pound you too. Go with Lyria. You certainly didn't pull any punches with my blacksmith. I hope he can still hold a hammer tomorrow. Sir Phaedra Will is next. Are you prepared? Sir Phaedra is one of my best scouts, quick and agile. Give her any room and she'll make the ring into your grave. Go with Lyria. You handled Sir Phaedra readily enough. Perhaps it's time you face Adrian Tyr. Adrian Tyr survived alone 3 times when his company to a man has fallen. The soldier refuses to give up. He is fearless and enduring. It will take the force of God to bring him to his knees. Good luck. Go with Lyria. Adrian fell harder than I thought he would. Well done. Your final challenger is my sister, Ragnar. She is the finest weaponsmith in the Alfar army, and a peerless fighter. She will bury her sword in your heart if you are not careful. Do not underestimate her. Go with Lyria. One by one, the greatest of the Alfar have faced you in single combat, and all have fallen. Now it is my turn. I am Bronwyn Aurelia Sen, the first sword of the Alfar. I was born in battle, and hundreds have fallen by my hand. Let us see what you are truly made of, champion. Go with Lyria. You are worthy of honor, warrior. I have never faced your equal. Take this. Tilera herself granted me this blade for the slaying of the Tuatha champion Zerastes, but you deserve it more than I. The Alfar honor you, champion. May the Tuatha fear your coming. Go with Lyria.
Welcome to the war.
Well met. Hail, warrior.
Welcome to the war. The next ship out of here is heading for Rathir. Are you interested in coming aboard? Suit yourself.
Welcome to the war.
The hero. Watch yourself in Cluricon.
Watch me.
Dawn! The crystal You'll see things there, the light of
The bones for army use.
Grandman's hen house. Your comrade died, your job is...
Hello, hello.
capable enough. You should enlist yourself. Win glory in Chloricon. Think about it.
Oh.
Excuse me, coming through.
The healers in the officers' club. Round the back.
The bones for army use, not for this. It's good to be back in Rathir. You're fearsome.
I miss the sunlight. Wow, you're fearsome.
Aye, lass. They sent my sister off to war.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
The City Watch never rests.
A prayer for our troops. So many of our young men and women.
So many new faces in the market.
Hi there. I've been wondering when you'd return. Everything all right? If that's what you want to do, then I'll do it. You're back.
Oh, you've come at... Ships have landed. Prisoners have been taken. We have no one left to protect us.
My daughter Nina and a few others. She must have been poking her nose where it didn't belong, creeping through the crevices of the northern cliffs. How many times have I told her not to venture too far from the village? I want to believe now we face these new invaders. I certainly believe. Don't you wonder? The prisoners are being kept in a cavern. It is likely that they are being kept. Sorry now. Don't north.
Look what the reef brought ashore this time. I assume dear Alder's given you the welcome speech. It's getting crowded down here, you know. Pity we can't move. Thing of beauty, isn't it? Nothing like... Please excuse my enthusiasm. If you want a nicer place to live, and you aren't afraid of spirits, fantastic! Let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll be off. I'll be ready whenever you are. Bye. Ready to see what mysteries are behind Gravehall's gate? I'll be ready whenever you are. Shall we get going to the keep? I'll be glad to have my fate out of... I'll be ready whenever... Bye.
Once again, a threat to Gallows End has been defeated. I wish I could say it was the first such attack. But perhaps a new season has begun. One where we must fend for ourselves and not fall back on the promises of a faceless god. I don't know who you are, stranger, but your presence here has shaken us. We will survive, but it will take time. Then this is goodbye.
Ready to see what mysteries are behind Gravehall's gates? Come on, then. I'll lead the way, but stay close. Alder's god doesn't protect us outside Cape Solace. Goodbye. I don't suppose there's any chance this can wait. Bye. We shouldn't linger in these woods. See? What did I tell you? Magnificent. Bit worse for wear after a couple centuries, but nothing I couldn't fix. Let's see if this key still works. Goodbye. That was a close one. This keep is not haunted. It is overrun. Monsters, not phantoms, inhabit its dark hallways. We should move along. We've seen scavs, but nothing more fearsome. These must be the spirits that haunt this place. Goodbye. Pillar, go on. You've beaten back the beasts. You've braved the shadows. You've earned the right to claim the seat. Sit upon the throne. You are the rightful ruler of Gravehall now. It is finally time for you to claim the throne and make Gravehall Keep your own. Bye. This is remarkable. You've done it. For years, the villagers of Cape Solace have been too craven to enter this great hall. And here you are, freshly washed ashore, and you march right in and take it. Haunted? Never. Just a few small beasts, nothing you couldn't handle. Guess the keep had one more surprise left for us. But now, the keep is yours. You're the first master of the keep in nearly 500 years, if you're willing to believe all the legends. Let me be the first to offer you my services, my liege. My liege, I am glad you asked. I've been ruminating over this beautiful structure, devising plans for its improvement. I'll start by restoring the keep inside and out, but I also feel the need for a beast pen in the courtyard. I could easily add that at the same time. I just need you to get me 2 bundles of beech stone, 3 bundles of emberwood, and 3 bundles of sailcloth. The centuries have been surprisingly kind to this place. The forest should have reclaimed it ages ago. Worst part is all the scav droppings, but that's just dirty work. I believe much of the rubble is what remains of the side buildings and upper floors I saw in my dream, but I'm not certain yet. Yes, it will allow us to take full advantage of the island's diverse variety of beasts. Of course, we'll soon need to find a suitable beast master to run it. I think I might know just the man, but we'll get to that later. You should be able to find enough to salvage at Scuttle Beach. I've marked a few locations for you to search on your map. I'll get to work as soon as you're back. Bye. how goes the foraging? Let's see. Yes, this is all of it. I'll begin straight away. Restorations are still not finished. These things take time. Bye. The weather's been favorable, and the crates of materials you brought were in good shape, so construction's been very smooth. Bye.
No, sire, is safe.
You must be one of the new arrivals. Tell me, did Cape Solace drive you out as well? I am Nesta Gwynedd. My husband Cadwallon and I have only been here a short time, but we've managed to eke out a tolerable existence on our own. Well, we did, before the scav infestation. Several months ago, my husband and I started a garden on Storm Point. It has saved our lives. Thanks to this secret spot, we've been able to fill the village stores to brimming. Now, however, scavs seem to have taken a keen interest in Storm Point as well. They wish not to fill their stores, but their bellies instead. If your goal is to ingratiate yourself to the inhabitants of this island, you've chosen the right path. You have my thanks, and the thanks of those who wish to eat. Come, we will take you to Storm Point. It's not far, just past the boundaries of Cape Solace and Gravehall Keep. Let's go. It's not far. It's not far. mustn't go any farther. We could certainly use some assistance with those scavs. We can handle 1 or 2 at a time, but not a brood such as that. Eat scavs. Thank you. Our stores were running low, and it's not as easy as you'd think to gather food in these treacherous lands. There are others in the village that could use your help. In fact, I was planning to ask someone to venture down to Scuttle Beach. I saw a ship before the scavs moved in. I'm convinced it ran aground on the rocks below, but I can't be sure. Someone should check for survivors.
Farewell.
Hello.
Hello. Forgive my confusion, but have we met? I arrived on the island several months ago, or so the villagers tell me. Blame this nasty bump on my head. Tricky business, memory. When you have it, you forget it's there. Once it's gone, you forget, well, everything. Even now, I came out here for some reason I can't recall. All I have to show for my time is this map. Little good it will do me here. Well, it's not a whole map, not really, more of a scrap of parchment. I found it among these debris. But why was I looking through them in the first place? For salvage? For tortoise eggs or crabs? For shells? Maybe it's a map leading to buried treasure. I'd say it's Diverga by the lettering and the designs, but I don't even know why I'd say such a thing. What's a Diverga? I don't know. I can hardly remember my name most mornings. If you look closely at the corners of the parchment, you'll see that it seems to have been torn from a larger whole, perhaps into many separate pieces. Please do, it's yours. What good is a map on an island with no boats? If I come upon any more, you're welcome to them. That is, if I remember who you are. Don't ask me. Most mornings I need to be reminded of my own name. My advice isn't exactly reliable. Bye, and stay safe.
Carloman and I are eager to leave this place. It is far more peculiar than we anticipated. The research does not do its perversion justice. Farewell.
Stand clear. Our business does not concern you, Longlegs. Pepin will be back momentarily with the tome, and then we will be on our way. Until then, do not interfere. It is called the Tome of Contrition, and it is a record of gnomish experience throughout the ages. But that is all I can say. To reveal more could be detrimental to our expedition. Now, if only Pepin would return from undersea fasting. A dread cloud hangs above this island. I can feel it. The Tome of Contrition was stolen by the Diverga in one of their barbaric raids. During the Edessa migration, we gnomes transported many artifacts from across the seas to the Great Library. The temptation was too much for such savages. But of all the relics lost to us, the Tome of Contrition is the most important. It is not my place to explain, and not yours to know. I will put it this way. The loss of such a book could do irreparable harm. I'm not sure. Obviously, I cannot pursue him. It is my duty to stay here, to see to our higher purpose. But something must be done. Pepin's tardiness is a concern. Fine. Yes, it is decided. You may find Pepin, and you will be rewarded for doing so. But I accept no responsibility for your safety. None whatsoever. It is inland, beyond the cliffs. We have made our camp here so as not to arouse suspicion in the villagers to the east. Castaways are an excitable breed. Goodbye.
What brings you down here? Oh, I see. Leave it to Templar 10 says to send me an assistant. And a lofty one at that. She has no confidence in me. Never has. There's no need for aid. I have the situation under control. Mostly. Just wait. When I return, tome in hand, she will have no choice but to boast of my valor. Everyone believes I'm a failure, but I will prove my worth. It's in the chamber at the end of this passage. We might need to find it among the other treasures, but our facts indicate that the tome is there. This is not a job. We'll see. I swear it. This old ruin won't last much longer, I'm afraid. This is not a job for a scholar.
Cycle the Third, the pirate? Oh, Netta, if you could only see the skies over Gallows End. Magnificent. Do you recall the base-born myth of the Pirate King? They called him Dead Kell. Well, he lives, my love, and is as existent as you or I. Not only that, but has built quite a harbor on our hidden isle. Years of his miserable life have been spent in this grand endeavor, time that could have been better spent. Strange. All my records indicate that Dead Kell was butchered not long ago by the Alfar of all people. Clearly, such reports were erroneous. I must tread carefully. Dead Kell's minions prowl the wharves and tidal pools, and he promises the gallows to any who come seeking his capture. I do not wish to risk a misunderstanding. Oh, Netta, I grow so weary of this isolation. This leave-taking may very well be the death of me.
Of course. It would be you, wouldn't it? I should have known Pepin would fail. He's never done otherwise. Well, the expedition has proven successful, and that is all that matters. This is one mistake that will not make its way into the Tome of Contrition. That is certain. Now we must depart. It is a long voyage back to Edessa. A pity our vessels are built for the gnomish frame. Otherwise I might have brought you with us. Yes, it is quite a pity. Be gone now.
It's done, my liege. I am certain you'll be impressed. Incidentally, I've taken the liberty of inviting Cillian Keen from Cape Solace to serve the keep as your beast master. You can find him at the beast pen. I have only just begun, my liege. Several texts I found in the keep refer to an unusually large armory beside the main structure. For this, I'll need 2 bundles of emberwood, 2 bundles of sailcloth, and 4 bundles of sea steel. A journal belonging to, I think, the keep's original master-at-arms has convinced me that the collapsed building to the left of the keep was an armory. There are some cryptic references to a method he devised to determine how effective a student is in combat, but it's beyond me. In my dream, I saw a building flanking the main structure. I now know it's the armory. It was a place for weapons, as you'd expect, but it was also to be a grand academy for the art of combat. Sea steel is usually found around the coast. I'll mark on your map where you're likely to find the crates. Once you get back, I'll get started on construction right away. Bye.
Listen to me. You have to listen. She's in there. Angarad is in there, and she won't come out. We have to do something, please. The unthinkable. She made a bargain with the pirate king himself. Dead Kel. For years Angarad has yearned for her life back in Drathir. Her days were spent in silence, her nights in a pool of tears. But I never thought she would turn to him. I tried to stop her, I did, but she won't listen to me. We've been friends for 3 years, but that means nothing to her now. Island legend says that Mudhold is where dead Kel creates his fair Gorta crew with the help of a wizard. I'm not sure exactly. Nina Malloy has probably been there, but where hasn't she been on this rock? She's taken refuge underground, in the crumbling remains of Mudhold fasting. The things she is doing there, you can't imagine. Be careful. Angarad is a delicate creature, and something deep inside of her is shattered. She will not listen to reason, and that makes her dangerous. I don't know how to thank you. Be careful.
A much bigger undertaking than the last, but a greater thrill as well. Let's see. Yes? Yes, this is all of it. I'll begin constructing the armory right away. Bye. Greetings.
You must be the great liege that Paddy has been talking about. He kept going on and on about how magnificent and benevolent you are. Honestly, I just agreed to move up here to get out of the wind. That town on the cliff was a bit breezy. Take care, my liege.
Hello. You must be the master of the keep. Your scout, Zephwin. He found me on the coast. Hopefully I can be of some use here. I do offer training. See you.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Cillian, the Beastmaster. I'm a world-famous beast trainer. Give me any kind of beast and I'll domesticate it. If you're interested and willing to get some food for me to use as a lure, I can train a beast to be your pet. Do you fancy a large pet or a small one? Keep in mind, I can only maintain 3 pets at a time. The bigger the better, right? Which kind would you like? Bonghits have sharp teeth but love to be petted. Give me a day to find one and I'll train it for you. Give me some time to train the pet. You wouldn't want it biting your hand off, would you? Take care.
Cycled forth to the Verga. The fair Gorta have discovered my presence. They hunt me deep into the evenings, poking their torchlit skulls into every nook and fasting. I cannot tarry here, not for long. It's become apparent that the Dverga were the last civilized race to inhabit Gallows End, if you can call the dwarves civilized. Remnants of their dominion scar the isle from top to bottom, culminating in the great keep of Gravehall in the south. However, I can locate no reference to such a place in the Frostbake Omnibus. Their occupation was provisory at best. Another group come and gone. What was that? Sound. Footsteps? My nerves are fraying, dear Netta. Odessa is all I fancy. Your face and the comforts of home. I must go, for they come.
What do you want? Don't you know that Dead Kell will kill you if he finds you scurrying around in his tunnels? You should have better sense. Better sense than me, at the very least. I am fulfilling my purpose, doing what needs to be done to release me from my imprisonment. Fair Gauta are not easy to create. It takes time, energy, power. But I do it, because Dead Kell and I have an agreement. He is not as cold as they say, and he has his reasons for being a monster, just as I now have mine. And you would take me with you, back to Rathia. I have no need of Dead Kell's bargain if I can find another way to escape Gallows End. I will choose to believe you, but only because I wish to return to my children as the same woman who left them. I cannot become a monster. Goodbye. Hurry.
Hello? I don't know how you managed to convince Angerod you found a ship. Frankly, I don't care. She's free. All I ever wanted was to keep her safe and to get her home. Friends protect each other. And perhaps she has become more than that to me. Even if my feelings were never returned, Angerod will see her family again, but not from Dead Kell's prow. I promise you that. Goodbye. Be safe.